Gary Johnson and Paul Baker here. Gary, you're here for 2 years. You've signed. How did you come to that decision? Because you weren't sure last time we spoke to you what was going to happen.
Well, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I was sure that I was happy with the environment of this type of club that I enjoy managing. And the only worry was, obviously you didn't know quite where the board was with that. We had a fantastic meeting the other day.
Yeah, really good meeting.
Whenever it was, Tuesday, I think. And really that sort of told me that the board had the sort of same ambitions that I've got, and that's to create a club that has that winning environment with committed people. And if you've got that, then you've got a chance. And I was pleased to hear that. I put over my ideas, they put over their ideas, and if they match, then you know that there's a chance of having your quality of life for the next couple of years.
I mean, you mentioned you want committed people there. You felt some people this season haven't been as committed as they should. So what happens now? Do you review who's the playing staff?
Yeah, of course you do. You review. The good thing is that I've spent sort of a honeymoon period, if you like. Not a very pretty lady I was honeymooning with, but anyway, because we knew that things obviously weren't right because the club was bottom of the table for whatever reason. But it was good that I was able to see the club and see the committed ones and the uncommitted ones. And the one thing I am is truthful with everybody. I'll be truthful if I think someone's not quite pulling their weight. Sometimes you can't go public with names, especially when it's players, because people see it as a bit of bullying and all that sort of thing. But certainly after a few weeks, people know who it is that I'm either referring to, or people were not here long under my regime. And we had to move out what I felt was the uncommitted, and there's still some that will be changed, of course. And the whole thing's got to change. I think we all agree that, we want the supporters to understand why the manager's brought in certain players, why he's left out certain players, and people have got to know that we're going to demand a lot, because just because we got relegated doesn't mean to say that we've got to drop our standards. We've got to up our standards, and that's exactly what the chairman feels.
Is there a chance for any of the players who haven't impressed you have they still got a chance to change your mind?
It's a bit late now. There'll be some trying to change our minds now, but the club's been relegated, sort of thing, and Leopards don't change their spots generally long term. They might for the short term in the hope of getting a job, but I look deeper than that, and they've got to be naturally committed people, and people that will commit to the cause, and that's what I like. And then we all enjoy having people that are committed to the cause that we're going to set out.
So, going into the game against Wimbledon this weekend, how much can you take from that game? What are you sort of looking to get from this game?
Well, this game, all games matter, of course, anyway. But this game, we've got to probably have a look at 2 or 3 that we haven't looked at. It'd be interesting to see some of the young lads, see how close they are. So I hope people don't mind me doing that, but that's probably going to be more beneficial to us than to play people that are possibly not going to be here for the next campaign. So, I'd like to have a look at them and give them the opportunity. I have done since people like Harry and Bobby and have come back from their loans. And it'd be good to see whether they can actually handle the big time, as it were.
And then after this game, it's summer. What are you going to be doing this summer? Are you going to be off on your holidays for a bit, or are you focusing on this straight away?
The chairman said I'm not allowed holidays. But even if I'm on holiday, to be honest, wherever I am, I'll be bumping into players, and I'll be calling players, and it's 24 hours a day now till the season starts, because we got to recruit right. We got to get the right recruitment for this club's new personality, and that's what we got to do. And I know a lot of players that have worked with me. Some handle it, some don't. The ones that did handle it will be on the phone to me, I'm sure. And I'm sure we'll have a group of players that will be competitive at this level and the next, because you've always got to get in players for 2 levels if you can. And then you have that chance of building on that first group so that they're going to be close enough to have that double promotion. That's the ideal. That's what you've got to aim for. So the 2 years is really to see how far you can go in 2 years, as opposed to building for the 1 level over 2 years. You know what I mean? I don't think either of us want to wait that long before we get back into the Football League.
James?
Paul, you said on Saturday that you wanted to get this done quickly. Did you ever really believe that you'd get it done by the Wednesday of the following week?
I think where there's a will, there's a way. And for me, we needed to move quickly because player recruitment is the reason why we are where we are. Player recruitment will tell us how successful we're going to be next year. So next season starts now. This isn't the end of this season, this is the start of next season. So it's really, really important to get Gary in. And I think there are a lot of bonuses actually, and Gary's had a really, really good look at what he's got. So he's not coming in cold, he's not coming in with a month to go to the start of the season. He's seen all the facilities, he's got to know the staff and the director, his own management team. So it's really important that the management team is sort of all together, and I'm confident that will be. But I think you look at Gary's track record, his experience with Yeovil in the conference as well, to be fair, but at all levels, national as well. So it's a fantastic CV that he's got. So I think we're chuffed to bits to get him on board. I was concerned, he was supposed to ring me yesterday morning. I didn't get the call till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was thinking, yeah, okay, who's he talking to? But there are reasons for that. So I was really, really delighted to get the call because we've got on well. Yeah, we need to kick on. We had a great board meeting on Monday where it's a difficult board meeting. We went through all the budgets and stuff so that we knew what playing budget and what management budget we've been able to give the new manager. We were able then to give that to Gary on the Tuesday to look over, so that when we met him on the Wednesday, I think it was, he had a good idea of what sort of budget he was going to be able to work with. And in fact, his first reaction was, "Is that for a 5-a-side team?" And that is reality, of the sort of budget we're looking at now. I mean, it's slightly more than a 5-a-side team, but that's the sort of reality compared to the monies we were getting in the Football League. But we've done our very, very best to give him the maximum possible playing budget. That's what we'll be judged on next year.
And is the aim to bounce back? And do you feel that Gary is the right man to try and get that immediate bounce back?
The absolute aim is to bounce back. I mean, with the parachute payment, we'll have that additional money this year that we won't have the following year. And I think because we made the appointment early, we can build and have players in place, in good time for pre-season and kick on in pre-season and hit the ground running, because in the conference games start early. There's quite a few games early on in the season, so I think it's important to make a really, really good start. But I think the other thing about appointing Gary so soon was to send that message to the football supporters and fraternity in Gloucestershire that actually we're not just going to moan and groan and cry in our tea for the next 3 weeks. We're going to move on and get on with it. And so hopefully this sends out a really strong message. 2-year contract, a manager who's got a fantastic calibre and pedigree. And that will inspire fans and season ticket holders. And I've been checking the forums and I'm told I should never do it, but I do. And actually there was not one negative, which must be the first time in the last 20 years that when we boards made a decision, there hasn't been one negative. There wasn't one negative response to the appointment, so that's a really good start. People saying they're going to take season tickets out who haven't previously done that. So it's only 1 or 2 people, but actually it's the right message.
And Gary, how easy was it, the decision to commit?
Well, it's only easy when you feel that the club's right for you. That you just feel right. I don't know what it is. Some clubs you go into, and I've turned clubs down in the past, and bigger clubs in the past. You just get a feel for a place, and the older you get, the more experience you get as to how you feel that you're going to get on with the board of directors, because that's very important. You've all got to be of the same thoughts, if you like, and you look at the training ground, and there's certain things here that we've got to improve everything, that's for sure. I don't think we've got any doubts about that. There's little things we've got to improve on. But it's here. It's all here, what I need for my everyday work that I enjoy. And then I just need to get players in that, what they say, if you want to motivate players, get players that can be motivated. And that's really important. And also you've got to get players that enjoy playing football, because a lot of them enjoy being footballers but don't enjoy playing football. And we got to, but I've been around a little while, even though I don't look as I have. Sitting here next to the chairman.
Same age.
No, never. You got to get those players in that know how you work, because the ones that enjoy our work enjoy working with me. The ones that I've had run-ins with over the past, they won't be on the phone, and I certainly won't be on the phone to them. But that's because they've got a different ethos to me.